I probably need something built for it, yeah. Honestly, what is this coming across? Is this literally coming across from That's... Medicine is from drugs, and this one's coming down from this, but I've already researched it. Yeah, look, normally what I do is I research like this whole section before I go on to this end one because they start researching stuff too quickly. What is this? There's a collection of valuables not very far away. Honestly, that's not enough for me to jump out of my base for. The anti-warhead things or whatever they are. I'm trying to keep my people here for one fucking season that I don't have to send somebody outside and potentially waste resources or waste extra food. I'm just trying to keep them here to get them working on stuff. This area's done for beds. I kind of need to divide up these beds now. Oh, God. It's a nightmare because I've got all these extra things in here. All right. This is going to be annoying. Every one of these things are going to have to move over. Only be researched on high-tech benches to unlock with the microelectronics. Being honest, probably. Compacted steel just landed, so that's good. Honestly, probably do need it. Like I said, I just don't remember a lot of this stuff. I've got to move you over here somewhere, but I can't move yet. It's fine. I'll move these all over into the corners, and that will allow me to move whatever else I need later. And then I'll go and figure out where that fucking landed. It better not have broken anything. When I pick up these beds, that's where it's going to actually start making a difference for people. Because a lot of the more established colony members have these rooms. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to make these... Oh, yes, fuck off. I'm so sick of clicking on that. I swear, I'm just trying to get a couple of things done, and these people researching are just like, look at what I did. And I'm like, yeah. It's frustrating, though. Like, they're doing a really great job of researching stuff. I'm not gonna lie, they're doing a great job. But my god, do they just need to settle the hell down, you know? That guy's ready to... He's ready to take on into the base, and nobody's even talking to him. I don't want to build a copy of that. Honest needs rescue. They're being rescued. Where is the steel? Let me... Alright. At least it didn't crush an animal. That's at least pleasant. Get out of my base. Die. How did I get one of those so quickly? Like, I will figure out the combination that results in this eventually, and I'll stop having the adults that can do it. Yeah, no. Like I said, not risking another Avalon. I just feel like if I allow an orange horse to come through the ranks, that's what's going to happen. It's probably not. Like, I know I'm taking it to the extreme with it, but if I wasn't and I let it happen and it happened, I would be so pissed. Hey, Phoenix. Yeah, I see you. Phoenix, like, dramatically jumped back onto the desk for once instead of, like, being all tentative about it. And he was, like, surprised that I saw him do that. I'm like, yeah, that was kind of obvious. Now, these rooms with all the fucking extra bedding shit, I will move the extra animal beds out of here. Everybody's going to get one somewhere else. Hold on. I want that there. Oh, man. This is the only tedious factor, honestly, is when you have to redesign something with this many people. Like, the good thing is, like, literally I have somebody going room to room moving stuff for me. Like, Shizuka's doing a great job. But I wish that I could, like, just have all of these just move over by a smidge. And I'm pretty sure if Grimm's still around, I bet he's going to tell me there's a mod for that. He loves to tell me there's a mod for everything. Okay. Those things are all moved over. Great. Honestly, I might do the one closest to this because I'm sick of scrolling around. So this is going to end up in a half, and this bed thing can just move down a bit. He is right. Grim is rarely ever wrong when it comes to mods for RimWorld. He's very, very accurate. He's got a lot of them. Like, I can just ask him, like, if there is something specific for this, and he'd say, yeah, there is this. I could only imagine what kind of a gameplay this would be if I was the sort of person to use a lot of mods. Could you imagine how insane my games would be? Like, they're already pretty friggin' complex sometimes. Alright, I'll move that down like that. That'll get them all out of the way. That'll give me some of this to move. As I move each one, I can move it out of the way. Like, this is now in the way of something. Possibly. I actually do need that to be there. Because that's going to be a bed there. Yeah, I definitely have a slower gameplay because of it. I don't really mind. Sometimes you got to go slow with this game, though. Like, you'll find that sometimes I'm playing this game and I've got it on, like, really, really fast. And shit can go wrong super quickly. Let's get a couple of extra doors slapped in here. Go. Alright, well, they'll all move over. Then I can bring these in here. Just like that. Oh, no. I don't know. If I was to speed this up, this is on fast. I don't really get, like, the frames per second thing. It doesn't impact my game that much. Like, I'm even over this. I'm zoomed out. I've got, like, lots of animals moving around. Doesn't really do much, honestly. I get that question actually quite a lot with Reddit and some other communities and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't really notice. Like, if it impacts my game at all, it's not to a level where it's noticeable for me. If you guys happen to notice it and it's bothering you, that's more interesting to me. Because I'm like, it doesn't bother me. Alright, well, I'll move these over and this will give me an idea for where I want shit. Yeah. I could probably honestly put them there. That'll probably be where it will sit better. I could just sit it, like, flat down there. Any frames per second sort of stuff. Like I said, I don't notice it. I don't notice it at all. Don't know if they can get to that. They can usually build, like, just about fucking anything, but if something's, like, in the way, like a bed, I'm just gonna get rid of these outer walls. I reckon they can't do that. I want to turn these rooms sideways, but I was keeping that in the corner. So, yeah, well, that's the thing is, like, the funny thing is I get a few people that, I guess think that they're trolling me or something, but they're like, oh, this is going to be, like, the shittiest quality ever, and it's like, can RimWorld really be shitty quality? Like, it's not a super high-detailed game. Even on the best graphics, it's just not. So, like, what is the expectation there? Okay, let's get all these moved. Oh, yeah, it would be grim. Oh, somebody's breaking up. Alright, well, I'm guessing that person that's in a daze is probably the person that just got broken up with. Alright. Oh, they did end up making that little spot. That's fine. I'll leave that. Okay. Oh, your husband died. When was that? See, Nina told Nick. Oh god, the Nick and Nina have broken up. Oh my god. This game. What is it? You want my rhino butts to be smooth, otherwise my game is ruined type of people? Yeah, kinda, I guess. And that's a pretty good way of putting it, actually. Or you want this grass to be as crisp and billowing as majestically possible. Otherwise, are you even playing RimWorld? I don't know. I kind of like, I have a giggle at this kind of stuff because honestly, I guess like I find it more funny than bothersome in any way. I don't know. It doesn't really bother me. I just find it funny. I think these are facing the right way. I don't fucking know, eh? These moved up here. Moving these around are honestly the most trivial fucking thing that I'm doing. But once I've got the layout for this room set up and I know what I want, it will be a lot clearer for me to move stuff around. Like, what was I doing with these out ones? It's just kind of tilting them over, hey? Yeah, like that. Cool. Okay, well, that kind of gives me a precedent for what I want in a room. Is this chilled? This indoor's 10 degrees, and a couple of them are not working. Do they have power? They've all got power. So the next question is, adding in a big grow room's not helping that. Time for, I guess, a geothermal power to come into this. All right, hold up. Let's see. I knew I was going to need it eventually. I was really waiting. I was waiting for this one. I don't want to take you past one of these lines. I want you to actually come from further in here. Somewhere like that. Ugh, not like that. Like that. I'll do it. This one can go away. So I have enough to make that too. Once they get that made, I reckon this grid should pep up a little bit. Probably. Let's bring up the other one. Oh, stretch. Yeah. I appreciate that. I love getting the fucking stretch reminders and shit because I don't move. There is a mod. Grimm's famous words is there is a mod. It has better graphics, but you don't care for them. You do enjoy it as it is. I mean, get over 130 mods. Yeah. Oh, I was mid-stretch when that came up, Grim, and like my whole I was stretching my arms backwards, and when I went to laugh, my chest kind of like pulled all the muscles back inwards, and now I've like hurt myself from laughing. And it's your fault. It's your fault, Grim. Let's see. Let's just kill these things. Every time I see a guinea pig like this, it's like guinea pig number whatever, and I'm like, you were probably one of mine that escaped, and you don't get to escape twice. Gat's got Sentry mechanized. God damn it. Well, at least you don't have any caravans going out. Not tonight, you don't. Yeah, they're going to have to take down these trees to get this built, but I think once it's up, like I said, I don't want to move this over. I don't think this is even holding it that well. It's 8 degrees versus 9. This would be why we're having problems with food. I'll tell you what, I'm going to need some of these too. Over here. Probably up one, like there. I'm going to need these moved over. I'm not going to trade food for a bit. Out there. Yeah. Oh, actually, stop that. Reinstall it. No. This one. You fucking reinstall it. Jeez, what are you doing? I'm watching you do stuff, and you're not quite sure what you're doing, are you? Apparently it's not the wrong kind of sitting that kills your back, not moving every 5 minutes. Look, I can tell you what, from last fucking week, where I sat down to draw for 48 or so hours non-stop, that the body does not like not moving. I was insanely sore in every possible way. Like, my body just ached from not moving. And they've got some stuff to trade. Which is why I took the time and set up my, what do you call it? My home gym. And now, when I finish streaming, I can go and I can stretch and stuff. If I'm really stiff and sore. So it's good. I've got like a flat bench and I have like some various weights and stuff like that in there that I can do. Obviously, there's not much that I really want to be doing in, you know, the AMs, but if I feel like it, I can get it done. Okay, well, this person can buy like pretty much most anything, but they've only got like 90 bucks. So, I mean, I'm not really winning much here. I just want to get rid of a couple of items of clothing that's kind of gnarly. Even that's too much. Not quite, hey. Maybe you'll take some stuff. Like, I've got a little bit of cloth. I know I've been making carpet, which is why I'm so low on cloth. And somehow I have no furs. I don't know how that's happened, but that should do. That will do it. Actually, I also go on the sense of not warming up. I'm also that kind of weird person that doesn't do that. So basically my whole life when I've done my sports and exercises and stuff, when on the occasions that I have taken the time to do warm-ups and cool-downs, I have ended up straining or spraining or fucking injuring something. And on the times when, which is the majority of the time that I don't actually do warm-ups, I seem to be perfectly fine. So I tend to avoid doing the warm-ups because of that. I know that it's a really weird concept, but I just assumed that I'm a very weird individual. That, like, most of what happens doesn't fucking work properly. Was it you made your housemate coffee, but he's asleep? Oh my god, Grim. Just put it in the fridge and he'll drink it in the morning. You know that. You know that's what will happen. It's okay temperature outside. Wherever I've got fires need to be turned off. Yeah. No, it's definitely one of those weird things that does work for me, is not stretching. I feel like any time that I do, I just let myself get injured. That looks like another deleted horse. That's definitely a deletable horse. But you left it outside of his door. Gross, Grim. I know your housemate's got to work on like odd hours and stuff. Is he getting up in like half an hour to an hour, or is it going to be a few hours? So it's going to be a few hours. That's how you get ants. I know that you love that reference too, so I know that you're like busy giggling right now. All right. Well, at least we've got some fucking food production. I don't think it's a be all end all throughout the seasons. I should probably turn these heaters off now that it's summer though. Hold up, where's my designate power? This is why we can't have nice things, Grim. That's exactly right. Let's turn off all these heaters. I have got heaters in a lot of these rooms to keep them going through winter. I kind of forgot that I had them, but that's how you get a fire hazard in summer. And that looks like another, I don't know, it's just a deer. I'm going to say I'm like, that's another deletable horse right there, but it's not. I know what I can do with that other heater. I've been looking at it for a while. I'm like, I brought it back from somewhere. I mean, you might. You don't know what he's into. I believe that if coffee-flavored socks are a thing, I'm pretty sure that those guys would definitely love it. Oh, man. Could you just imagine coffee-scented clothing? Like, not actually shit that you've spilt coffee onto, but, like, just coffee-scented stuff. Black's in a hide mood. Yeah, exactly. See, I kind of knew that you were already into that, Grim. Let's remove these from here because there's going to be another room. Look, you've just inspired him to become, what do you call it, one of those entrepreneurs that create like flavored entity clothing or something. I don't know. I don't know what you call it. Okay. I think everything's going pretty good so far. As soon as this starts showing that it can cool properly, it's getting there. I've just got to find somebody that's a night owl. Tofu, are you a night owl? Nope. Seahorse should be. You are. Can you finish working on this? Because I'm pretty sure we have just enough of everything to get this done. And if you could just get it done, I don't think we'll have a problem with the kitchen. It's the kitchen and the coolers where we've got issues right now. Also, I tried, on an off topic, I tried using some like stuff to stop my chair from creaking. And I don't think I can get into the spot that creaks. I know a couple of you guys have like said some stuff about that. I'm like, there's nothing I could do about it. Honestly, I've tried. I've tried to get into where it is and I can't get it. On my desk, on the other hand, my desk is creaky as fuck. It's like, probably. Oh, my chair is, I don't know, like a, you call it like a conference room kind of chair. And the problem is that it had a really great base on it that sat a beautiful height to my desk that didn't make me prawn or anything. But the base of it broke when one of the legs snapped because it got caught in the carpet. So when I went to roll it, the leg got caught, snapped, and jammed the mechanism that lets you like rise and fall on the seat. So I had to replace the whole thing because I couldn't get it out of the actual foot spindle thing. And when I replaced it, everything now squeaks and creaks. So there's nothing I can really do about it. As for my desk is made of wood. I believe it's actually like chipboard and laminate, to be frank. But it creaks so much. And I don't understand why it's so creaky. But it is probably like 15 plus years old. I'm going to assume maybe even 20-ish years old. Maybe not that old, but it's somewhere between 15 and 20. Yeah. Look, the carpet in this room has taken an absolute beating because I definitely use my computer a lot. And I never put down one of those, like, you know, those like plastic slidey pad things that you're supposed to put under your chair. I definitely should have put one of those in before putting the computer chair in here. And just over years and years of like minute movements, wear and tear and stuff, the carpet's kind of like, it bunches up a little bit because it's like stretched it out, I guess. And yeah, every so often it just bunches up in a way that the carpet's not long. The carpet's just like, you know, generic house short form kind of carpet, but it's just enough to get up into like where that like wheel cover thing is on most basic computer chairs and become a problem. I'm questioning if anybody has talked to Lou because he's down to like no resistance. I used to have like a really good set of wheels on my last set. That's the thing, is I had a really good set, but it wasn't actually the wheel that broke. It was the spindle that went out to the wheel was like it was the cheapest part of the chair and it was like a cheap plastic and it snapped. That was the problem, whereas it's now metal. But the old one being like a cheapy plastic, it must have like bent and moved enough that eventually it just snapped. And yeah, that's why like the whole chair basically got fucked over. But I'm not about throwing out a chair just because the spindle doesn't work. So I just got a replacement and tried to fix it and stuff. The only problem was that the gas chamber thing was like completely lodged into its metal frame. So I could no longer put the chair up and down. And all sorts of issues with that. But yeah. I'd rather fix something like that than just completely throw it out because something's broken on it. Only problem is that now I sit a lot higher and I can prawn. And I have no need to go up and down because I'm already too tall at my desk. Quite funny. See, you got cooking, plants, art. There's like 6 for handling. Will you do hunting? You said you won't, but you'll let me click on it. Construction. These aren't good stats, by the way. They are stats. The desk wood probably dried up over the years, lost elasticity. Probably. I do run an air conditioner in this room throughout summer, and I've got a bar heater, so it's probably as physically dry as it possibly can be. I know that whenever we get like a lot of moisture in the air and stuff like that, like all the like wood trimmings and stuff like that on doors and stuff like that end up getting like lodged together and the desk doesn't creak. But I've never like really worked out until now. It's never made sense that probably because there's moisture in the air that it's doing it. Okay, so we've got no prisoners anymore. Which is really nice. How is this going? -1. It's starting to cool finally. And this is almost built. Go, man, go. Yeah, alright, so it's built. I should now start seeing these end up with some power in them. I don't think I have any other geothermal points up here. I'm pretty sure it was only the one. You sit for about 8 hours a day minimum in front of your PC. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's the chair that I've got, even though it's like an executive type of chair, it's a very nice chair. One of those ones that's got like a lot of like plush cushioning under your butt. And it's also got good like armrest things, which I don't really use. I use them more to like push myself back up onto the seat because I always end up at the very front of my seat. But yeah, I also don't lean back. So the back of my chair is like in pristine condition. It's only the top where the cats sit and claw that it's not. But yeah, this chair is mostly pretty comfortable. It's only if I sit down for an extremely long period of time that's uncomfortable. It's still 9 degrees. How's this going? This is hotter. 16 degrees and this is 10 degrees. All right, I would say it's probably time. Let's copy those settings to make this the new area. Sort of didn't want them all the way up to doors, but there's not much I'm going to be able to do with that. Okay. Just get as much as I can. They're going to get really excited that there's another storage area in a moment. I'm sure of it. Hey, Zula. Phoenix is already in that one. You can't have it. Good. She's got the idea for once. Paste the settings onto here. Yeah, all right. So, that is pretty good. Let's see. It looks like it's copied it properly. It's time to get rid of this zone. And if I scooch you over enough, I can get rid of the air conditioners. That'll give us a little bit more steel. And if I really have to, because this is kind of struggling, honestly, I'll take it back down to fucking -100. I don't care. If it's struggling to combat that, it is a lot of the case that it's not double insulated. A lot of like food storage areas I would double insulate, but it's just not happening. Let's see, Corpse, he's got inspired. That's all right. Better off that he's inspired than he's not. No. How you doing, darling? You're sleepy too. Got a cat on either side of my kind of keyboard area. It's nice. They're both relatively sleepy and sulky. Okay, the funny thing is I made this into like super clean area, but this is going to be a hospital. So it's going to basically be a mirror of this. I was going to put in more beds, but I'm going to probably just wait. And then I'll get this in place. I also have to figure out what kind of dimensions I'm working with again to make this room. Let's start by slapping in some extra doors where I took them away. That'll do it. All right, how's this place going? Still 12 degrees indoors, so it's still not getting cold enough. Even though I've got that, and even though I've got these, it's kind of not cold enough. Honestly, these aren't spinning at all. They are connected. I honestly have to bring in more, I will. It doesn't bother me. I just have to make sure we've got food production going. Do that, see how it goes. These aren't saying that they're blocked by anything. Okay. Well, it's not going to get power at night, so that's unfortunate. I may actually require more batteries, maybe half what my problem is. If I have to do that, I'll probably just put it around like here or something. Until they can even start filling up, until they start looking like that, there's no point me putting extra batteries around. That's it. Guild member, good to see you again. Back on again, me back on. Been here this whole time. Guild member, oh. Explains why That way you're leveling up fast. That is just the power of coffee. Oh my god. That was a lot, Grim. That was a lot of expedition. Whatever you call it, exposition. I was gonna say, just imagine Grim ready to go on an expedition. Alright. Let's see. Animal area is fine. Another quest. That one's expired. That's fine. Some batteries aren't connected to the main grid. Let's check that out. Bring up power. So that's on that side, that's on that side, that's on that side, that's on that side. And these are connected all the way around. These are wirelessly connected. They're little pink stripe. They'll go in there. Cool. That's connected. Those ones aren't made yet, but I will probably start making them soon. I've almost got enough. They're going that way around.